I gentle parent, but I don't shield my kids from other parenting styles. I grew up in a harsh household. It wasn't gentle whatsoever. My parents were very much so, what I say goes, you don't talk back, you don't ask questions. I'm the parent, you're the child, sit down and shut up type deal. But because of this, and because I now respectful parent, gentle parent, whatever you want to call it, I get the question all the time, what do you do around those family members? Do you just not bring your kids around? No, I actually love when my kids are exposed to other parenting styles. At the end of the day, I know there's going to be a time in my kids' life where I cannot control what they're necessarily exposed to. And while they're young and still with me 24/7, I think it's important to kind of have the same mindset. Instead of directly controlling what they're exposed to and like cutting everybody off that has a different parenting style, mind you, within reason. Obviously, I'm keeping my kids safe and I'm not traumatizing them. I take these opportunities to teach them why other people parent the way they do. I don't shield them from their cousins or their friends that are being disciplined in the form of threats and shame. Even though I do my best not to use threats and shame with them, I want them to notice those differences because it gives them a chance to critically think and ask questions. Then it gives me an opportunity to control their perspective and how they're digesting that information, and they start understanding our values a little deeper. I'll give you an example. My daughter came home from hanging out with her cousins that get timeouts. I don't use timeouts with my kids. I never have. They don't even know what the word means. When she got home, I was talking to my husband and I wasn't listening to her, and she ended up saying, "Mom, you need timeout. You're not listening." The way this caught me off guard, I was like, wait a minute, what? How do you even know what a timeout is? I asked her where she got that idea from, and she said her cousin was put in timeout because he wasn't listening. It led us into the perfect teaching moment. Sat her down and I said, in our family, we don't do timeouts. And she goes, why? I explained to her that I think a lot of other families use timeouts because they think it's giving the kid a chance to emotionally regulate. I explained to her as a child, I got timeouts as a form of punishment. If I was fighting with my sister, I'd go to timeout. If I wrote on the walls, I'd go to timeout. I then explained to her that young children like her aren't capable of emotionally regulating without an adult. Oftentimes co-regulation is needed because their brain is still growing, and I tried to break this down very digestible for her. I explained that in the form of punishment, it's not too effective because it didn't really teach me not to write on the walls. It just taught me that my mom is going to put me in timeout if I don't please her. And that's kind of silly because don't we want to be teaching our kids why they should get along and why they shouldn't write on walls rather than my love and connection for you is conditional? Then I explained to her that there's no right or wrong way. Oftentimes people parent because of how they were parented, whether they want to repeat the cycle or whether, like me, they want to do complete opposite. Respectful parenting isn't about controlling what our kids see, it's about helping them process what they see and showing them what respect looks like even when people do things differently.